Welcome to Liberia, by far the most dangerous hood in South Florida. This place has a history of wicked steppers longer than Serge Ibaka and gray sweatpants. No, for real, in all seriousness, Liberia is like a mini New Orleans, and for this generation, they're represented by a clique called HMT. And if you're wondering what that means, it stands for Hit My Target, and that should tell you everything that you need to know. They're represented by the rappers HMT Trey, Liberia Sig, Zelly, and Lil Hatch, and let me just tell you that these guys have no cap in their raps. Well, whether it's true or not, this is the hood that was rumored to be responsible for Jib and Bankhead. Basically, Liberia were the bullies of Broward for many years, and then came, Zone 10 thinking they're the and that's why Liberia allegedly targeted them. So just like that, the big bullies go to war, Liberia versus Zone 10. But Liberia wasn't satisfied with just that. In fact, they wanted everyone to choose a side. You're either with us or you're with them. There's no straddling the fence. So this is when Syco Bob and his hood come into the picture. Syco's hood is known as the Nightmares, and many of their guys have a close relationship with Zone 10. So basically for Syco and his hood, clicking up with Zone 10 was a no-brainer, despite Liberia being just right below them. In fact, together Zone 10 and the Nightmares would form an alliance known as MM, more money, more motion, and more murder. Ooh, this was a big deal, so now that you understand the sides, let's dive into the action. When the Nightmares decided to click up with Zone 10, Liberia was pissed, and given the fact that they're right next to each other, this was bad news for the Nightmares. So quickly, Syco Bob would learn about Liberia's savage ways. July 18th, 2017. It's a Tuesday afternoon in Dania, and Syco Bob is chilling at his neighborhood store with his friend named Brat. He's munching on pork rinds while knocking down a mountain. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, I just made that up. But he's outside on the block when a tinted up car slowly rolls by. He's not paying attention, and this is when the car creeps up and rolls down their window. Out of nowhere, shots start flying and Syco and Brat start running. They disperse into the neighborhood, and thankfully both of them are untouched. But either way, this was a message sent and a message received. Liberia was trying to scare them, but little did they know, Syco ain't scared of shit. All this did is wake up two beasts, as instantly Syco and Brat strap up and get to going. And that fast forwards us 4 days, July 22nd, 2017. It's a Friday night in Broward, and there's a major house party planned for later in the night. Now you'd think that after declaring war on Syco and Brat, you'd want to lay low and stay out of the mix. But for whatever reason, the Liberia members who did this were not worried about them at all. Like, we're the big dogs, we do whatever we want. So not only do they go to the party, but they also record themselves on social media and post it. It's 2 in the morning and the house party is so jumping that it turns into a block party. Wigs, wicks, twerking, my kind of party. Yeah. Well, as soon as Syco and Brat see this on social media, they instantly get ready. They grab 2 choppers, hop in Brat's car, and head out to the party in West Park. At 2:30, they arrive to the party as they park on 48th and begin walking. 2 dudes open carrying choppers making their way to the house party, alarming everyone around. They're scaring the hoes, as they're making their way through the street, everyone is quietly scattering around. Then when they make it to the front of the house, that's when they see their Liberia rivals. So instantly Syco and Brat start letting off. After emptying their clips, they make the smart decision to sprint back to their car and to drive away. Thankfully, the Liberia HMT guys were okay, but still, this was a major move in Broward. This confirmed the new war. We're not scared of you and we'll pull up on you anywhere you are, at a party, literally anywhere. But thankfully this would have to pause, as,
Brat and Syco jumped out with no masks in front of hundreds of people. So in typical Florida fashion, everyone told on them.
So now Syco is extra mad, like, you pop me for no reason, then I slide back and you snitch on me? What are we even doing? Alright, bet. Just wait till I come home. It won't be pretty. Home? What do you mean come home? He just shot somebody in front of like 30,000 people. But remember that Syco doesn't have an adult criminal record, so the judge can definitely be lenient and give him a second chance. And this is exactly what happens, as Syco successfully convinces the judge that he'll come home and completely change his life around. So as a result, he's gifted a 5-year sentence with parole after 3, truly getting off easy. So it's now late 2017 and Syco was sent to prison for 3 years.